Next prompt, I was going to give him a chance because, oh yeah, you didn't get to finish what you're saying before. Yeah, so the argument is women provide little value to men outside of sex. What is your...
Really, honestly, do you go to your bros for comfort to be able to talk?
Actually, I think it's better to go to your friends, your guy friends.
You go to your men for support and to talk. Yeah. Even after every session that you have here, you go to the club. Do you go to the club to chill with the bros? Or you go to the club to ball out and spend it on the bitches?
Okay, are you asking me this personally or men in general?
No, I'm just talking about you personally.
Okay, now I'll answer your question, but I don't think this is an adequate representation of men.
No, but I don't go to the club. But aren't you a man?
I am, but I don't go to the club.
I understand that, but I'm just saying...
You want me to answer more generally then so I can give you a better answer?
No, basically, yeah. I was just saying men genuinely don't go to their other bros for comfort. Sometimes they need a woman to be able to reach out to.
They don't care if she's
ugly. They don't care if she looks good. They don't care if she looks pretty. They don't go to their homies and bros because they can't vent to their homies or they can't vent to their guys like they could vent to the female. They don't feel like they could be feminine and open up and be soft with their dudes because they might get judged based on what they say or how they say it.
Okay, so here's the thing. That's actually a mistake to not look. Remember the nail example I gave her earlier?
Hey.
What the hell?
No.
Oh, sorry.
She's starting off on the screen. She looks weird. What?
Yeah, like if you're having it's weird. I listen to everything you said and then you're just like, what the hell?
No, she was just starting off the screen.
Yeah, like you just say what you said.
I'm sorry,
and
I was looking at the chat. My apologies.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So you're saying go to the club and okay, because you made a couple things here.
Sorry.
Number one, men don't go to the club to open up to women. They want to get laid. That's a physical release. That's number one. Number two, you mentioned why are guys going to open up to their friends, their guy friends, instead of women. The reason why men should talk to their guy friends is because men are in a better position to dispense advice than women are. Remember the example I gave with her and the nails? You're not going to go to your boyfriend to get legitimate strategic advice on how to deal with your nail problem and getting overcharged at the shop and finding a better person. You're going to go to another woman or someone that can actually advise you in that. Same thing with men. Going to women and talking about your problems isn't going to be helpful because, quite frankly, women don't live the same life that men do. I think women live life on easy mode, if I'm going to be all the way honest. So what the hell do I look like asking someone who plays the game on easy mode how to deal with hard mode problems?
Can I? Can I
go ahead, I'm
done. Personally, I don't feel like men feel comfortable enough. The bros are there for support. They're there to ball out. They're there to enjoy, but they're not there to give you the comfort and that nourishing situation as a man. They can't sit here and talk. A lot of the dudes that hang around other dudes, it's fun to hang around men all the time. It's fun to ball out with your homies. But at the end of the day, when it comes to certain situations, can you go to the homies and be like, hey, this, that, I'm going through this emotions, I'm going through this struggles, I'm going through this pain, I'm going through this hurt. You can't go to the homies. So you gotta, the next best thing you could go to, no, because the homies don't understand. All men are built and they're all raised differently.
That's where you're mistaken. They actually do understand because men go through the same things. But not all men
understand. Some dudes, they go to their homies, they want to go to their men. They want to go to their bros to be able to reach out and talk to them. But the problem is they can't talk to them. Why? Because they don't feel like they can open up and be honest and be truthful with a lot of the things. So that's why they always feel like they have to put on a show or put on a facade, put on some type of something for another man to be able to feed into. And they don't have to pursue nobody beautiful. They don't have to pursue somebody sexy. Look at all the niggas who need money. Tax season come around, who they go to? The big bitches, the ugly hoes. Why? You think about it though. You said men don't need women. Men don't want to pursue women about sexually, but why pursue women if they're not sexually attractive? Majority of non-sexually attractive people got money. So that's a real answer.
So let me respond to your thing. So you mentioned that they need to go to women for comfort. That's a mistake. Again, with men, looking for comfort is the problem because as a man, we have a burden of performance. We have to go out there, make money, acquire resources, acquire status. Only women can be vulnerable and still be taken seriously. Like men have to show strength. So I would argue, you're saying you can go to your homies, they'll make fun of you. You'd be surprised at how like going to your friends and like talking about your problems, you can come up with a solution. Going to your girl and talking about your problems actually makes you less attractive. Women don't want a guy that's going to sit there and sob on them. They want a guy who's going to be a problem solver and just understands how to fix a problem. What's more attractive? The guy that comes to you and says, oh, I don't know how we're going to pay rent this month. Or he shuts up. You don't know about it. He goes and talks to his friends, figures out a way, and comes back and pays the rent. The reality is women are not equipped to handle male problems because you guys, with all due respect, women aren't loyal. And what I mean by this is you guys are not inherently loyal creatures. You guys are loyal to the strongest man that can protect you and provide for you. So this is why women, this is a biological thing. Look it up, Brifold's Law. Brifold's Law basically states that as long as a man provides value, a woman will continue. Are you paying it? Are you paying it? She's not even paying attention, bro.
No, I was paying attention to what
Yeah, they
Five
voted her out
like
anyway. She doesn't pay
anyways.
attention.
I was
Yeah,
paying
What was the
attention.
last sentence I said?
But you said men are.
Go ahead. What
Oh,
is the last
but
sentence I said?
They said change the topic, but honestly, I don't feel like men can be able to reach other heights that they can reach with women. Without,
I just
in
explained to
my
you why
opinion,
men
in
will
my
reach more
opinion,
heights.
do you only choose, if you choose to vent to a man, do you choose to vent to other men, or do you choose to lay down with a woman? Like that's what I'm saying.
That's two completely
What do you
different things.
No, but that's what I'm saying. When you open up to somebody, who do you open up to?
To other men that are actually equipped to handle your problems. Women
But
cannot fix your
Are
problems.
they feminine men? Are they masculine men?
Yeah, masculine men.
Because are they extremely understanding men? Have they been raised the right way in a
That's irrelevant.
decent parent home?
That's irrelevant.
It
What
is.
matters?
All
Okay,
those
so
are
this
factors.
comes back to the problem that women don't understand men. I said it earlier. When men talk to men and have a problem, they're looking for a solution. When women talk to other women, they're looking for comfort. We don't give a fuck about comfort. You care about comfort. We want a solution. A woman is not going to give you a solution to your masculine problem. All it can do is hurt you. When you sit there and say, I don't know, I'm going to pay the bills, and you sit there and you cry, she'll console you in the back and shit, but then she's going to say, damn, this nigga's a bitch. I'm going to go find somebody else. So the reality is women are not equipped to handle masculine problems. They're just not. Women look for comfort. We look for solutions. Going to a woman to try to get your problem fixed is futile because women don't really give a shit about helping men that can't help themselves.
Can I speak? What about a working woman? Somebody who works avidly.
That's even worse.
A woman who works.
That's even
say
worse.
If a man say, "Oh, we can't get this bill paid," you'd be
That's
like,
even
"Oh, okay.
worse.
What about this?" Some women, believe it or not, no offense, in certain places they start selling their bodies to be able to structure the home. They hit the strip club. They hit all different stuff. They grind, have 2-3 jobs,
then they will
so
leave.
they can be able to keep the house.
And then they will leave
No,
because
they
women,
stay around.
When women make their
in
own money,
abuse, in bad situations,
when women
they
make
stay
their own
around.
money, the last thing they want to do is support a man. Last thing they want to do is support a man.
Believe it or not, no. When women make good money, they don't. When women make money, they don't need a man because they make enough money. They have support.
Okay, repeat that sentence again.
When women make enough money, they don't really need a man.
Okay,
because
say
they
that
can
one more
take
time
care.
again.
Make enough.
When women make what? What did you say? When
they
women
make
money?
enough money, they really don't need a man.
You do understand your sentence just defeated your entire argument, right?
No, it didn't. It didn't. But that's what I'm saying. You said women cannot be able to fight off or fend for the household if they couldn't pay rent. But here's the thing: if
No.
a man does the man have to work harder, or does the
you
woman
said,
have to work
first,
harder?
I said, if a man can't provide, a woman's going to get rid of him. Then you said, oh no, but women can make their own money. I said, okay, if they make their own money, it's going to be even worse. Then you literally follow up and say, yeah, if women make their own money, they don't need a man.
That's very much true. That is very much true. But I'm saying what I was saying.
Bruh.
Can I say something?
All right, yeah, I think you got voted out. We'll move. No, she's voted out. She's voted out. She's voted out. Yeah, you can
That's what
come.
I'm
You can come
saying.
in. She got voted out.
Men need women's support to be able to move forward. If not, they end up like hard men and always feel like they need to do the right thing. Let's just be honest with that.
And that's what women want. Go ahead.
Hi, Cherry's back.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily disagree, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Men definitely like to be little spoons sometimes. So men like to express, their feelings towards their woman just a little bit. Like they want to be comforted sometimes, because then you wouldn't be having the fucking 6'2" guy with like the 5'6", 5'3" girl over here hugging up on him, trying to giving him comfort. You'd be surprised how many men want to be little spoon. You really would be surprised. I'm not saying your argument is wrong. What I am saying is that there are still men out there who are like, they have that sensitivity in them where maybe they didn't get it from their moms, which I think she was trying to touch on, like how they were raised. But like, men sometimes in most situations, he's probably going to go to his bros because he's going to be like, all right. But then there could be that one time where, like, men like to be babied, too. Like, not all men want to be strong all goddamn day long. Like, sometimes they want to be, like, their girlfriend's little baby. And you can't be your homeboy's little baby because he's going to make you be a man.
The argument is, if women didn't have titties and ass, men wouldn't really talk to them. In other words, women provide very little value outside of their sexuality.
Okay, that was the question. That was
the prompt, yes.
So how the hell we can... Okay, my bad.
Because she was saying that women can provide... Because her argument was women can provide emotional support, and I was arguing that men don't really need emotional support from women. They need, if anything, they need solutions from other men that are equipped to handle their problems. I don't think advice from women is viable.
No, because we're giving it from a more emotional mommy stance instead of...
And not only that, you're giving it from I live life on easy mode stance. And the other thing also that why it doesn't work is because women lose attraction for you when you defer to their authority. If I ask you questions, that assumes me and you are equal. That's not attractive to women.
Yeah, especially depends on what the questions are about because I don't know nothing. So.
Like women are like it's very simple. Like if you actually boil it down, it all makes sense. Women are inferior to men. Women are attracted to men that are superior to them. If I ask you questions, nature? Yeah.
Like even
it's natural. So if I come in and I try to make you an equal and say, well, what do you think about this? Can you give me your opinion on this? Oh my God, I need your help on this. You're gonna look at me like, oh, this guy's an equal to me. Ew, I'm not attracted.
Yeah, I need to find someone smarter.
Yeah, women want decisive men that kind of have it figured out.
Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I do say that men. I mean, even if women didn't have the boobs and butt and stuff, I mean, you're not trying to little spoon your bro, so you need women to.
That proves my point even more. Women are used for sexuality.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's change the topic.
All right, what's the next prompt?